Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know my head is kind of cut off here, but I have you where you can see on my sewing table here. We are going to, this is part 2 of, let me see here. It is the Old Glory Every Heart Beats True. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? But we are going to be working on this again today. I was working on it last night, and I apologize if the sound was absolutely horrible, but we are working on with a new mic. Well, right now, I'm not mic'd up at all, so I hope you can hear me pretty good. We are working on what is called the Friendship Star now. I've been sewing a little bit while I record on my phone, and it was a little busy charging because it was dead. So I did some half square triangles. And what we are doing now is we are doing a friendship star. Our friendship star takes a blue and a half square triangle of blue and white. I'm making sure I have them in the right direction. I'm just going to get on into sewing this, y'all. I have had a very productive Saturday, I guess, if you want to call it that. Got up a little early this morning. So guys, how are y'all doing? I'm sitting here just talking about everything I'm doing and forgetting to ask y'all how y'all are doing. Everybody good, healthy? Well, this time of year, that may be hard to do. With everything, we've got, I live in Louisiana, North Louisiana, so we are right now contending with what we call our false spring. And we call it our false spring because we figure there's going to be another freeze. And I'm having to stop right here already because my, I have a little thickness right here on this seam, and it decided to walk sideways with it. You know, I have this, there we go. I don't know if that'll help any or not, but maybe. I don't know. I don't normally use it. I didn't even know I had it. I didn't know what it was until somebody mentioned it in a comment. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's got dual feed, but I didn't know what that was. Well, I saw somebody actually had theirs on their machine and had it down. I saw that at retreat, y'all. That's where I saw that. And when I came home, I was like, well, let me see if I can use this. But you can't use it with all of your feet. It don't work with all of your feet. So how's everybody doing? How's your projects going? You got any new ones on the table? I am so excited to be working on this. And I have 2 or 3 more new projects that I'm going to be working on as well. Probably as well as this one. I'm hoping, though, that I can get this one completed today. I hope today. Okay, so we've got that first 2 of the Friendship Star done. The next 2 we have is a half square triangle and a white polka dot piece. And we are just going to put them together. I'm doing the first 2 of each row. And then the last row is going to be another blue and a half square triangle. I'm making sure it's going the correct direction. I'm going to look at this one to make sure it's going in the correct direction. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now that we have these done, I need to put the last block of each row on. And I could press these out, but I'm not going to yet. I'm going to wait until I get all of the block done. Or all of the row done, not the block. The block won't be done until I put the sides on it. So let me open up and see which one is which. That's the top row. This is the bottom. Well, this is the middle row. And this is the bottom row. So for the top row, we're putting another blue corner piece on. Okay, for the middle one, we are putting a half square triangle on. And I am going to turn that upside down and do, because it seems like right now for some reason my machine. So in the last one, we're putting another blue corner square on. Yeah, I'm going to go on and do this direction. Okay, y'all, what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut these apart and press them out. I'll bring you back. I now have these 3 pieces done. This is our center. Making sure that it's going the correct direction, because we don't want that going the wrong way. We will connect the top 2 rows first. And I am going to pin these seams that are nesting just to keep them together, to make sure we have our points. My little boy kitty cat's trying to get some lovin's right now. What, Oscar? What, baby doll? What, baby doll? He may jump up on the chair with me here in a second. You see him standing up behind me. He's trying to get some lovin's. What, baby? What, baby doll? What? Okay, so I'm sewing this first row, and I'm taking my time on it. So the next thing we do is we put our last row on, and I will pin that one as well. I am going to just get this one on up here. Okay, I am going to press this and bring you right back. Okay, this is our friendship star. Now I need to put the sides on. These are our sides right here. And it doesn't really matter where you started at, as long as you do on opposite sides. Oops, that seam is wanting to be a little difficult there. And I'm wanting to finish this project hopefully tonight for you guys. Hopefully we don't go more than a part 2. There will be a finishing one though. Just so y'all know, I will do my finishing separate than my sewing, because I will have to quilt it, and I'll probably do my quilting and finishing all for you at the same time. My quilting and my binding, I'll probably do all of that at the same time. So now on this side, my piece here, you notice there's a little overhang on each end. I've noticed that sometimes kind of happens. So what I do is I just try to center that piece as best I can and work with that. I'm going to press this and I'll bring you right back so you can see the finished friendship star block. Now we have our completed friendship star block. So that gives us 2 friendship stars and 2 hearts. We will take 1 heart and a star unit and put them together. We'll actually do this to both of them. One of them we will put the friendship star on the bottom, and when we put it on the top. I'm putting it on the bottom of this first one here. Now we do have a thick seam right here, so I'm going to possibly have to help it out. Okay, I didn't really have to help it out. Just kept that bottom from curling up there. Okay. We must have a thick seam right there. Have to help them out sometimes over those thick seams. Okay. So our next heart, we do the star on top of it. Let me make sure I did that on the bottom, because you never know. You never know. I could have put it on the wrong end of it because I did my hearts the wrong way. So I could, okay. So we've got one heart here. I will press that out. So the next one we do on the top. And I'm just going to put them together there. Slide them under that needle. Get them lined up on that 1/4 inch mark. And guys, I do want to tell you all how much I appreciate that y'all watch my videos and that you do comment. I really appreciate that. I enjoy seeing what everyone has going on. And some of you have even emailed me, and oh my goodness, some of you have emailed me quilts that you have done. Beautiful work, beautiful work. I've got to do some of these patterns. One in particular that I have found that is stunning, beautiful. And I am going to have to try it. And I even have the fabric, the same fabric. So I'm excited to do it. It is the Anne with an E. And that is the Anne of Green Gables. Because I was looking for a quilt to do with that fabric. And that, y'all, that quilt pattern is beautiful. And I think it's a free pattern. It's called Anne with an E. And I tell you what, if it is not like a quilt, if it's just a throw, I may have to make a quilt out of it. If there's any fat quarters left out of it, I may have to do like a scrappy, I don't know what it's called, a ladder border, like do little strips. Yeah, I may have to do that. So guys, I'm about to press and I'll bring it right back. Here are our 2 heart blocks. I think I may do them this way, so I don't know. I think the lines do look better on the inside. So now I have to put these 2 together. It does look like there is a seam that is going to come together. I don't know if that's intentional supposed to happen or if it just happened, but I'm going to pin it. And it may not even make a difference, but I have one more thing to do with this after I get these 2 sewn together. I have to put the side strips on this to make it a block. I have a seam right here that's wanting to kind of curl up underneath it, so I just have to help it out a little bit. Okay, and now I'm coming up to the seam that kind of nests, and I want to make sure. There we go. Got it into that seam, so now I can pull these out and make sure these match up. Yeah, when you have a lot of seams, you sometimes do have to go slow and help it out. Okay, so here I am at another seam. I want to make sure my seam goes under fine. I actually have two seams right there that come together at a point. Okay. So I've got those two together. I'm going to go ahead and put side strips on it first before I had some little hanging threads there. But that's looking cute, but I need to put my side threads on, or side strips on. Okay, well, it looks like I had to cut some of these strips because I probably cut them and used them as a subcut and not realizing that I needed them. So I've got them cut. So now I need to put them on our block, making sure, yep, they're going to fit perfect. Yeah, and you'll probably notice the back of my thing looks a mess. It's always going to have strings on the back and look a little crazy, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. As long as the front looks good, it don't matter what the back looks like. If you're a cross stitcher, you know what I'm talking about. Because I have actually been doing a lot of cross stitching this week as well. I've been doing cross stitching, my diamond painting kit. Okay, let's try this again. My bobbin had run out, or was getting close to running out, and decided to create a tangle. So I just went on and redid my bobbin. It don't take but just a minute, if that. I mean, it's one of those, it don't take any time to do a bobbin in this machine. I'm going on and matching up these edges, making sure I stay on that 1/4 inch mark. And y'all, I'm hoping the sound is okay. I know my mic is going to pick up my machine sound a lot more than probably it normally does, because I'm not using a mic, I'm using my cell phone mic, and there's a setting in it, and I'm hoping it's working good, but I know it is probably picking up the machine sound as well. It's just amazing at all the things that you can do with these phones now, and I'm still thinking I'm going to have to take my current phone and upgrade it, because apparently the phone I have, which is a Samsung S21 Ultra, I think. I don't know. I'm not a big techie guru person. I'm not that person. And I don't keep up with the latest technology. I mean, seriously, it took me probably 10 years after smartphones came out before I ever got one. Because I just wasn't interested in it. I was like, I don't need to take pictures with my phone. I got a camera for that. Now I can't even find my camera, or I would. It's lost. somewhere. I think what happened was in the midst of us getting ready to remodel, it might have got put in a box somewhere. And, uh-oh, I got a mess going on here. But anyway, I can't find it. I cannot find my camera anywhere. I'm sure it's very likely in a box somewhere because I had an iPad and my husband kept asking about it. Well, I had purchased a tablet that, you know, with under my phone plan, I had purchased a tablet. Because the iPad, you know, it was kind of obsolete. Literally, it was really obsolete. And my husband kept asking about it, and I'm like, I don't have a clue where it's at. I found it cleaning my craft room out. I used to, prior to the 2020 incidents, I used to do pampered shelf. Well, I used it a lot with my pampered shelf. Never did I think that it could have been in my pampered shelf bag. But lo and behold, that's where it was. I cleaned it. I finally cleaned out my pampered shelf bag because, you know, in 2020 we couldn't do in-home demonstrations anymore. And everything kind of went online. Well, that, you know, kind of killed my business for me. And so I was like, well, that's fine, you know. Sometimes you get to where you got too much cookware. And I had too much cookware. And when my son and daughter-in-law got married, I gave them a lot of it because I had duplicates of a lot of things. And I just didn't need it. So, and my youngest daughter, when she got her own place, I gave her some stuff. And so, yeah. Some things I had 2 and 3 things of each. So, I am going to press these side piece. I don't know what they're called. Sidebars. I'm going to go in and press those. And so that way we can look and see what they're looking like. Okay, y'all, here is our 2-star block. That's a pretty good size block. So now we're going to be assembling strip units. And it says, let's see, H. You will not use all fabric H rectangles. So, let's see, we're going to do C, B, C, 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 C. Okay. That means, and I have to make 4 of those. So we've got C and B. Okay, so I use 6 C's and 1 B, and I'm making 4 of those units. So I'm not going to use all the same colors in every one. So it's a C and a B. I guess I need to separate these out. And we have 6 different color C's. So how we do this, we're going to assemble them end to end. Like so. And we're making 4 of these, so we are going to just be picking up colors. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the first two pieces and then I'm going to do my layouts on what all threads are going to be in each stack, and I'm going to lay this on it. And I will bring you back and show you that. But this way I know I don't have any duplicate colors except for one. Okay, here you will see I have my 4 rows. I actually had to double 2 of the colors because I used 2 of the Jolly Bar things of 2 of the colors. So what I have to do is figure out, okay, I'm starting with this one. What is my next color going to be? I'm thinking this. Now I have to remember, I have 2 duplicating colors in here. They do not need to be side to side, so I need to make sure which ones are my duplicating colors. And this one, I believe it is this one with the blue flowers in it. And maybe the stars. Because I did multiples of the stars and of the blue flowers because I really liked them. So I am going to, so I have 3 right here. Nope, this one doesn't have the duplicating stars. It only has duplicating 1 color. So that's okay. So I added that one there. I know I'm going to go on and chain stitch the rest of these because I know I can turn them in a direction to where they won't be next to the same color. So now I'm going to put these together. I need to put me some sticky stuff back here to stick that string on when it's all said and done. Okay. Trimming all these strings. Yeah, I'm throwing them on the floor because I'm vacuuming. as soon as I stop here. So, yeah, that's one of my things that I'm going to be doing tonight. I've had a pretty productive day today getting some housework done, and even if it consisted of running the dishwasher, I mean, that's something that I've needed to do, and just I've been kind of preoccupied and busy and haven't been able to even load it. But with it being just me, I use paper plates a lot. I didn't used to do that, but now I do. Okay. And we are back with our finished strips. We have our red strips. We have 4 of those. And I have my white strips. I have 3 of them. So these are all pressed out also. So guys, I thought I was going to be able to get this done tonight, but it's 11 p.m. and I'm calling it a night. So I will see you guys back tomorrow with part 3. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.